The man who truly wants to marry you, he wants to be the one to propose. He's not looking for you to propose to him. So whenever you hear these dudes say, well, why can't women propose to men? That's a dude who's like, you like this girl, but you're not really into her like that. And you just don't want the responsibility of getting the ring and doing this. Like, but if you was really in love with her, you would have no problem if you believe in marriage.
We've seen it in cartoons growing up. You know, you see Pepe Le Pew, he's going to chase. We watched Family Matters. We saw Steve Urkel chase Laura down, you know, and he will always say, I'm wearing you down. I'm wearing you down. So at the end of the day, I don't know where we've created these men nowadays that are just afraid to step up.
All right. Welcome to Grown Men Talking Incorporated. We here to give you real talk, real life situations. Now tune in as the men come to you to discuss the changes of the gender roles when it comes down to proposing. So just remember that we're counting down and we're going to soon be going over the videos for the poetry contest for the contestants that entered. So make sure y'all tune in live. And I'm going to tell you now, it's going to be really, really sweet. So get that wine ready. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and bring in the host of the show, Mr. Dwight.
Thank you, Spicy. Thank you. And welcome to Grown Men Talking. I am your host, Dwight Robinson. And I hope y'all having a good Friday and everything. I know I am. So, well, we got something juicy to talk about. And put on your seatbelt. About to go for a ride. But before we do that, let me bring in my guys here. I'm going to see if Mr. Britton is in the house. Mr. Britton, you in the house? Come on in.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. You know I'm here. I'm on deck.
Oh, nothing much. Look at you on the road. You on the road.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just, y'all just riding in from work with me. You know, I'll be home at 2 and 2.
Oh, well. 2 and 2. I know that's right. Just be careful.
Yeah, I'm right here.
All right. Now, let's bring on King D in the house. Mr. King D. There he is. What's up, King D? How you doing there? What's up?
I can't hear nothing. I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh, okay. We'll be here. You go ahead and figure that out. Now, we're not sure if Mr. Jones will be joining us. You know, he might be busy doing something. So you got me, Mr. B, and King D. So, we're gonna talk about some marriages situation. You know, we in this age where people getting married. Some of us been married. Some of us thinking about getting married. Today, you know, I did a little research and everything from the ages, young ages and everything. You have some people, I guess, younger dudes. I think it's about 18% of them. They won't get married, but they don't want no. I guess they don't want a woman that have any kids already. You know. Then you have men. Men that's at least about 15%, 57% of men that actually want to get married. 13% doesn't want to get married, and then you got the other 28%. They're thinking about it. Now the thing with women, you got at least 21% of women that do not, 21% that do not want to get married. Then you have 45% that are looking to get married. And then you have another 32% of women that they don't know. They just like, well, hey, I just don't know. So, Mr. Britton, I'm gonna start with you. Have you ever been, married? Have you, if you have, you opposed, how you opposed to your wife? Your wife, if you did. So, did you ever got married once or twice?
Well, what's happening, y'all? Once again, what's happening? Yeah, I've been married a time or two. You know what I'm saying? a time or two or three or
I'm a
four.
two. Yeah.
You know, you know, I'm still in class with this marriage thing, trying to get it
Hey,
right.
hey.
You know,
Right.
so yeah, I dated, um,
Mm-hmm.
dated, when I was younger and was trying to find out the way
Right.
choosing. We used to call it choosing years ago. So I
Right.
don't know about proposals, but it used to be a thing. They say I'm choosing, and so yeah. So it's a tough thing. So yeah, man, I done did it, and I'm still trying to get it right.
Hey, I feel you. It's marriage is it's a big step in life. It's something. It's not just you by yourself. Now it's two of y'all, and y'all supposed to become as one. And marriage is a commitment. And I just say you got to be ready for the good, the bad, and the ugly, because some women they look all pretty up and they don't want you to see their bad side. But once you get married, I'm not mean by bad side with being attitude or mean, but like the things they do, they might come to bed with a bunch of rollers in their head, or they don't. It just comes to territory. So I'm gonna ask Dominique. Dominique, now I know that you haven't been married, but you've been with the same person for a while. So Texas is something like you kind of marry. So if you are you gonna keep it like that, or you ever think about one day you maybe jump in that room or something like that? Oh, you
Did
gotta
you
think
hear?
about it. Yeah.
Or is he in shock?
You're in shock. I think you're in shock. Hold up. He's trying to get the camera together. I think. Hold up. Oh,
I
you can't
can't
hear
hear
me?
nothing. I'm trying to figure it out. Hold on.
Take your time. Take your time.
Mm.
Let us know. Now I'm gonna be real. Now I'm many moons. I remember the first time that I got married. I was
How you
21.
can't hear on this damn thing?
Oh, we can hear you though. But I was 21 when I got married. Um, but I was married to her, but she was still married. Let's put that out there because the popos came at the house, and that's how I found out that she was married. Uh, the second woman that I got married to, it didn't really work out because she just had issues, and she was, at that time I had a son, one child, son, and she was jealous of the mom and my son. So unfortunately, that didn't work out. So y'all can tell already. So I'm the kind of person I like to get married. I'm that type of man that wants to get married. The third time I got married, it went well. We was married, as she quote unquote say for 12 years. I could have sworn it was 14. I don't know which. I need to ask her, has she been married twice? But we was married for 12 years, and we had two beautiful children, and we still to this day. We real close and cool today, and it's a beautiful thing when you actually find somebody and you can ask them to be your wife and everything. And I think that's a beautiful thing when a man finds a woman, he finds a good thing and everything. And just it's nothing like having a wife to come home to. She had your food ready. You talk about your day. Talk about how bad your day was. She tell you about her day. You become close, and before your wife comes before everybody besides God. Your wife comes first before that means friends and everybody. But you get to learn each other. You grow, and hopefully it works out. And sometimes it doesn't work out and everything. But sometimes when people do get married, they decide not to get remarried. Some decide to get married again. I'm gonna say right now, yeah, I'm gonna probably jump that broom again. Yeah, I can't say when, but hopefully, one day if it's meant for me to get remarried, I'm gonna definitely do it. Because there's nothing wrong with that. It's in my opinion, it's just too many things going on in the world today when it comes to crazy people, diseases, uh, So, why not? I look at it like if you get with somebody, you've been with them for like a year, 2 years, even worse, even 5 years. If you're gonna be with somebody that long, why not make them your wife? I don't see nothing wrong with that. If you truly say you love that person, then why not put a ring on it? Make them your wife and everything. I don't never get that when these guys they can date a woman for so many years and say I love this woman, she's my everything, and you've been with the woman over 5 years to 10 years. I don't know if you really love her because you did. Why not jump the broom and marry her and make her your wife and give her your last name and y'all just grow old and live a happy life and everything. But like I say, each their own, and as time goes on, people just think different now. They feel like you don't have to get married. They just play house. Like I said, I'm not judging. I'm not judging people. Each their own. You can do whatever you want to do. You own, pay the bills in your own house. If you want to be with a woman and have her there with you for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years without signing the paper and jump the broom, that's our business and everything. So, like I say, everybody's different. Some people just don't want to do the married thing as some people did. Now, I was a preteen at 12 years old. That's all I thought about. Having a wife with 2 kids and a house and the white fence. That's what, as a young man, that's what I always thought about having and everything. Most guys my age don't think like that, but it is what it is. So I want to see Mr. Britton. Mr. Britton, has you made it in the house?
Hey, I'm going up the steps now.
Oh,
we speak.
Tell
So,
him you some
y'all
time.
forgive me all the extra background noise.
Oh, that's all right.
Just about there.
Hey, there's noise all over the place. Let me ask you, Mr. Britton, while you itching your way in the door.
Yeah.
Have you thought about even getting remarried again?
I thought about it. It's something that I would love to look at.
Right.
I wouldn't mind doing it. I mean, anything added that would compliment, the man that I think I am today. You know what I'm saying? I'm welcome to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What man don't want a spouse?
Or
should want one. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it falls in line with what we were ordered to do.
You got that?
So by a power greater than us.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wanna get married again. Have you seen her? Tell me,
hey, she's out there somewhere because for one, women outnumber men. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Women outnumber us by a good number. So, for every man that's a woman, anybody that might have trouble finding a mate, probably a woman, but men out here, that's one thing we should never have a problem with. The only problem is you just want to find the right one.
Right.
I want one that's don't mind cracking my toes sometimes. They crack my toes, of course I crack her toes too, massage my neck. You get sick, that way your husband can take, you take your wife to the hospital and vice versa and everything. So that's why I say marriage is a good thing, because there's somebody there for you when you get sick. On those lonely nights when you're cold, curled up and everything. So marriage is a good thing, and like you said, it's just finding that right woman. So who's to say, Mr. Britton, you might find yours this year or next year. So can I. I might find mine this year or next year. You never know. You just never know. But the thing is, the wife that I want somebody that I can communicate with. We get along with each other. That's the most important thing. Of course, you're going to have your days, your good days and your bad days. But, for those people that have been married before, we've been there and done that. So we kind of have an idea how it works compared to people that ain't never been married before. So, but marriage is a good thing. It's honorable before God. So, so that's what it's all about and everything. And hopefully, or maybe I know is she out there, hey, you need to call the show. But
yeah, call the show.
Yeah, but see, Mr. Britton, they're scared to call the show to talk to us sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Call the show.
Yeah, we've been saying for time and time, ladies, if you have a question for us on the show, and it even have to do with asking, about marriage part, asking us questions, are we looking for wives and what we like and what we want? Sure, we'll be glad to tell you.
Yeah, we engage it. So
Yeah,
call
yeah,
us.
yeah,
Check on in, call us. You
yeah.
know, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it as 100 as the airways allow us to.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You got that right, Mr. Britton. You got that right. So yeah, I don't know, Mr. Britton, but like I said, when I read this piece of this thing here, I did like the thing on here. Uh, a few women, at least 21% of women don't want to get married.
21%.
21% does not want. Now 45% do. They looking for a husband, and then you got 32%. They kind of unsure. They don't know what they're looking for. They don't know. They're unsure. But
Yeah.
yeah, 21% of women, and that's shocking because you have it's only 15% of men that don't want to get married. So you have more women than men that don't want to get married.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I understand. The times have certainly changed,
Mm-hmm.
and along with that liberation and women's lib and women's
Mm-hmm.
independence,
Right.
which is all great.
Right.
How it allowed women to grow in a position to where, a lot of times, let's keep it 100. They
Mm-hmm.
didn't have no man in there helping with the babies and everything else. So they done got to the point now. It's like, what I need you for? You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
mean, just to get me a orgasm, to have an orgasm, and go head on.
Hey.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I mean,
Hey.
we can't be surprised or embarrassed. It is what it is.
Yeah. You
You know?
right. Yeah. Yeah. You right, Mr. Britt. But I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of shocked. I said, "Whoa!" I said, "I mean, it's more men that want to be married than women. You have it's 50 to 7% of men, and
Yeah.
versus 45% of women that's looking for a husband."
Right.
Now you're right. Things had changed because at one time I think it was a high percentage of women that was looking for a husband, but now the men are looking for a wife more than the women are looking for a husband.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. That's just crazy. I mean, besides the ones that don't want to, that they unsure. It's only a 2% difference, and the 28% men and 32% women. But yeah, so today, as the time we're in, ladies, you have men that are more out here looking to marry than women. It says that you have men, more men looking to get married than women. Now that right there kind of, I ain't gonna say it blew my mind a little bit, but it's true because I talked to a few guys, and a few guys that I do know that are not married. They definitely said they would love to have a wife. They would love to have a wife. They said they would love to come home and have a wife there to talk about their days. They can sit there and enjoy their company. Because who want to come home to an empty house? You know what I'm saying? Like empty apartment. It's okay. You can call a couple of women up to come and have fun and this and that. But the question is, do they really love you, or they just did? But like I said, I don't want to sound like I'm preaching or whatever. But in reality, it'd be nice to have somebody there when you come home, and a lot of men are looking for that today. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, ladies, a lot of us men are looking to jump that broom.
That's
So
right.
you know, my question is, where y'all at? Where y'all at?
But I was just thinking, Dwight. Uh, Truthfully, this is not a something new.
No, it
You
ain't.
know, we were always looking for wives. Men had been,
Yes, we have.
and what crossed my mind was that back in the day. I mean, way in the day, like the Western time.
Right, right.
Uh, back in those years. I mean, it was like the Spiegel catalog.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I mean, it
yeah.
was all kind of ways. They had the dating game jumping off way back then, and we
Oh
were
yeah,
always looking for, a wife.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had requirements. They had to have
Mm-hmm.
childbearing hips.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The
Throw
whole
babies
shebang.
out. Yeah.
But now they don't have to have that. They say that they want to be CEOs. They
Uh,
want to be directors. They want to be
yeah.
uh, yeah. They want to be out there doing what we doing,
Oh
and we can't blame them.
No, I can't
because
blame.
there's some talented women in the
Yes,
world,
yes, they are.
and they just learned how to voice what it is that they want to do in
Yeah,
life, and that's okay.
there ain't nothing wrong with it. I agree. I agree. King D, can you hear us now? See if King D can hear us. I can get him in. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Hey, now you tell me. Oh, look at this. Well, King D, I'm gonna get back with you in a few because I got the music playing, y'all, and we shall be back in 2 and 2.
All right. So, should a woman propose? I'm going to tell you my perception of this, and my initial response is hell no. Now, it's not because it's all about, oh, it's the man's role and all that. Let's go deeper than just roles and what we've been exposed to traditionally. My concern with the woman proposing is this. When a man wants to marry you, you don't have to be the one to propose to him. He's already looking to make that happen. He's already looking to take the initiative, go look for rings, whatever the case may be. For you to have to now put yourself in a position as a woman to propose to him, then typically, I'm not going to say always, but in most situations, it's a sign that he is not as invested in the relationship as you are, that he's not trying to go as far with you as you want to go. And now you're feeling the pressure. You're trying to make things happen on your own. So you take the initiative. But the last thing you need is to be married to a man who doesn't really want to be married to you. Now, you may say, well, if he didn't want to be married to me, why would he say yes? Why would he accept the proposal? Well, one, let me tell you real quick. I had a man once tell me the only reason why he's married is because he wasn't strong enough to say no. Men are not typically in a position to reject a woman. So when a woman does something like propose to them, they're simply not wanting to feel guilty, not wanting to be the bad guy. The pressure of the moment would lead a lot of men, believe it or not, to say yes when they really didn't want to say yes. When you add on top of that, there's a lot of women who propose in front of an audience. You magnify his inability to say no to you in that moment. And now he gets trapped in the situation. You don't want to trap a man. That's the last thing you want in your life, because that's going to be a horrible, miserable marriage. And that same guy who was afraid to say no, well, guess what? They're divorced now. It was never going to work. So for that reason alone, I think that women have to take a step back. Now, I will give one exception, or one of the exceptions that can happen. I once knew a story, a client who said to me, her guy proposed to her 3 times, and each time she said no because she was afraid about how her family was going to accept her marrying him. I think there was a religious reasons, or there was something going on in that situation. I can't remember at the moment. But ultimately, she then had a revelation or an epiphany that this was the man she wants to spend her life with. She doesn't want to be controlled by her parents or her family's input on the situation. So then she proposed to him. I'm cool with that, because that man was already trying to marry that woman. This wasn't her forcing him. This is what he always wanted, and she finally gave it to him. And that's a beautiful thing, that she was willing to then take initiative when she realized, I'm ready and willing to do this. But outside of that, nah. I'm going to say, women, if you're thinking about proposing, don't do it. It's not in your best interest. In most situations, it is a sign of bigger problems in the relationship.
Well. Be sure to join us on April the 18th, because the Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour will be talking about the 2024 Poet Contested Contest. With the video will be revealed, and I'm telling y'all, we had a hard decision, but I'm telling you, these people that enter the context are just great. I mean, we have some great poets, and don't miss their date, y'all. Be sure to check out Spicy and Mr. B, because they will be hosting that show, and it's gonna be lit. All right, we back here, and on the video we just saw, I'm gonna ask King D, what do you thought about that video with the young man was just saying about the women? They not feeling the women asking them to, asking the men to marry them. So how you feel about that?
I 100% agree. I don't think a woman, that's not her position
Right.
to propose to a man. That's leave it up to the man, because if he wanted to marry, he'd have been did it. He'd have been proposed. So you don't rush it.
Yeah.
Just do you.
Yeah, you're right, and I have to agree with you, because the thing about the video that he did say, and ladies, this is true, because I also had a friend like that too, that a lady, his girl asked him to marry her, and she did it in front of a lot of people. And some men, they feel trapped because they don't want to say no. They don't want to make you feel bad. And sometimes they'll just come out and say yes, but back in their mind they're like, what the hell I'm doing? I don't want to marry her right now. Why I'm saying yes and everything. So yeah, I have to agree with that. And I looked it up, and it's like maybe 5% of women, if I'm correct, will ask a man to marry her. She'll get on her knees with a ring, and she will ask that man to marry him. And a lot of women would do it in front of their friends, families, or someplace. And since it shows most men usually say yes, and usually 9 out of 10, ends up in divorce. Uh, Now, King D, if a woman did ask you to marry you, will you tell us? Will you do what some men do, say yes, or you just tell her right there? It doesn't matter if her friends or family there. You just tell her, nah, baby, I can't do that.
And I'll be like, no, baby, I can't do that. I just say no. Like at the end of the day, I mean, but I understand what the Bible says and all that.
Right.
But I can only go off of my situation. I've been in my relationship for since we were kids, literally since we
Yeah,
were
it's,
kids.
it's,
All my
actually,
kids,
it's actually like you married right now.
right? And so it's like everybody's end game is not marriage. Like we both been is an agreeable of hey, it's just not no point in getting like doing the whole marriage
Right.
thing because it's not in our best interest. It's not what
Right.
we want to do. So, and I understand the Bible and shacking up and all that, but
Yeah.
we talking about earth. We talking about life. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But because marriage is not what it used to be.
Yeah.
Like when y'all's parents were growing up and
Right.
vice versa. It's not what it used to be. And so, I think women these days has making it because men are not running down the aisle or running to go buy a ring. So
Right.
women are like, since you're not doing it, let's let me do it. Let me go buy the
Yeah.
ring.
Yeah.
Trying to rush it in a way.
Yeah.
It's no point. It's no point at
Yeah.
all.
And I agree with you. I definitely agree with you, King D. You're right. You are absolutely right, Mr. B. What
Yeah.
what what do you do? What do you do if a lady, when a lady would come to you and just get on her knees and say, "I want you for my husband"?
Damn.
Would you tell her yes, or would you tell her no?
It depends if she did it like James Brown. Please, please,
He gets on my
please.
damn nerve. He just makes me sick.
This is James Brown on the Lenny Williams. Yeah, I couldn't refuse.
Oh,
But no, it would be flattering, true enough, and
yeah,
I wouldn't dehumanize her. I wouldn't
right,
disrespect her or make her feel bad. In fact,
right,
I let her know how honored and gracious of a gesture it would be. But if I'm not ready, and if you ain't that one, then it don't matter what you do.
I know
You
that's
know what I'm
right.
saying? So so she'll have to take the bitter with the sweet. I know we do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, hopefully she's the right one when she make that move.
Right. Now, they said this comes from a Western culture. That's what they said, that the women get on their knees and opposed to men come from a Western culture. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You know, one time or twice in my life, I had a woman get on her knees and ask me to jump the broom with her. And I kind of got tongue tied because just like that young man said in the video, you don't want to hurt their feelings. She did it. She did it right there in front of her friends and family, and I'm sitting there looking like, damn, what I'm gonna say. And one issue I did say yes, but when everybody else said, "Girl, why you do me like that? I can't do that." Well, you said that you was gonna. I said, "Yeah, I didn't want to embarrass you in front of everybody, but you put me on the spot, and that ain't how we do it. I supposed to do that, not you."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And everything. And I know and now that we are in 2024, you know, they are okay with this. They had asked, they did a survey asking both, you know, men and women. And you'd be surprised, I think it's 69% of people, 69% of people are they okay with this. They okay with the woman getting on her hands with a ring. I ain't gonna lie.
Getting on her hands.
I mean, get on their hands and knees
I
with
was say they done changed it.
not
I was
quite,
like,
but hey, I'm gonna be real, King D,
The
Mr.
king,
Britt.
they changed the name.
She's coming out with a big rock, and it's real. I might have to say yes.
see, the thing is that you ain't finna bitch me out. Excuse my French, but you ain't finna make me. What I'm gonna do is say, "Oh yes," and kick my leg all up. No, you're not finna. No.
Okay, gentlemen, let me ask you this question. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know if Dwight thought about it,
What's that?
but I want to know: do you feel by a female proposing to a man is taking away his masculinity?
That's exactly what I said. Like you're not finna
Uh,
sit up here and you ain't finna sit up here and bitch me out. I'm doing the bending. The fuck?
Okay.
you heard what King
No,
D said,
don't. I don't believe that. I don't even think that it should escalate to the speculation as to an attack to your masculinity. Actually, is flattering. You know what I'm saying? You know, if we look at it for what it really is.
What?
Anybody, you know, my father used to tell me, like Lassie, if Lassie like you. So if anybody like my dusty tail enough uh, to propose to me, you know,
You gonna say
Oh,
yes?
yeah,
oh,
I can't see me, you know, even speculating on my master. If anything, I'm gonna be pumped up like Superman. Like you said, what?
you gonna put that
Chest
cape
gonna
on?
be way out here,
Hey,
spicy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be looking like a dinosaur all of a sudden. Propose to be spicy and check and see what happens.
spicy.
I can't propose because remember the last show he divorced me.
Mm, mm.
Oh, oh, oh.
Mm,
Hey, we can fix that, spicy. We can fix that now. Don't use
Hey,
that as
Lord,
excuse.
listen.
Yeah, don't use that as excuse, spicy. You was thinking on your knees. You can get on your knees and ask Mr. Britton to be your husband now.
Right now.
Mm,
Like I like wedding cake.
I can't do that.
Well,
I'm totally
well, I
against that.
will.
I'm
Well,
old
here, let me
school.
do it then. Hold on.
I'm old school. I'm
Hold
like,
on.
you know,
Let me
I feel
do it
like it's the
then.
man's
Hold
oh
position
on.
to
snap!
do it.
Hold on.
Keep your
Oh,
hands
God.
and knees
No,
now.
no, I don't want your knees to crack. No, get it.
Oh, my knees. I'm sorry. I can't get that. My knees hurt. I almost made it. I was
Oh,
almost on one of them.
hey, spicy. He was about to put his knee on that ground now. I don't know why she stopped
Hey,
you for.
hey, I tried.
Hey,
It was
yeah, you
me.
tried, Mr. Britton. I don't know why she stopped you for. I was about to get that tuxedo and everything. Come get me some cake.
Nah, he ain't gonna
You
make it
get
this
excited.
far because he gonna be like, I didn't fall in and I can't get up.
You get him excited enough. I bet that he can get on them knees.
Y'all a mess.
You hear me,
Yeah,
Spicy?
I heard what you said.
What you say, King D?
Something like what you said about getting on knees and can't get back up.
Yeah, that's something, man. Y'all don't have to take it to that level now.
Nah, I can't get on my knees either. My knees are jacked up.
Look, I'm gonna put it even like this. King D, Mr. Britton, and Spicy. It was a girl. She was a girl that saw me in the club, and she was a rich girl. Her name's I think her name was Courtney. This girl not only asked, but she came to my house with a brand new 5.0 red cherry convertible Mustang.
Mm.
I At that time I was something like engaged, you know, and me and my brother cousin, we gonna go to the mall, and she pulled up. My mama like, Dwight, who is this out here pulling up in the car in the thing with this red car and everything? It was Courtney. And see, back in the day, it's like, you know how me and my brother used to go to the clubs, we used to dance and every time.
Tear the flow up.
Yeah, this girl had a thing for me, and this girl wanted me so bad. And I mean, she just asked me because she saw my truck. I had a nice pickup truck, and she asked me, what is the car? The car you always dream to have? I told her I wanted a 5.0, I wanted a Mustang with a convertible Mustang, and she came to my house with that Mustang. I turned it down. You know, my cousin said, you stupid, but no, I turned it down.
But what did you do for her to be that wooed over to where she wanted? Because I know it wasn't no dance steps.
Well, it was part of the dance stuff, but see, we went out to eat a lot, and she just liked my personality. She just liked the way I made her laugh. You know, she was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, so you know, besides her being rich and everything, I mean, I liked her too. But at that time, I was dating somebody, and I was fed up with it. I said, hey, I come out to dance and have fun, but I'm dating somebody, even though that person was the wrong person for me that I was dating. But she was a real nice. If I wasn't dating her Spice, if I wasn't dating the woman I was dating while me and her was talking, who knows? I might have jumped that broom that day.
You would have jumped the broom or jumped in that car.
We're both, because I will take that Mustang around the block a couple of times. I ain't gonna lie. Shoot, think I'm playing? I would have been gone. So, so I'm kind of with Mr. Britton on there too. I guess, you know, it's just how you look at it. But it's more, you know, traditional that a man does ask a woman. But if I really like you, shoot, she ain't gotta worry about that. I'll get on my knees quick. Well, not too quick. I gotta make sure, you know, it's gonna, you know, everything's gonna gel right. But you know, but some men, you know, they just, you know, it's not wrong with it. They old school and they prefer to do that. But like I was saying, now in the time we living in now, you are finding more women getting on their knees opposing to men. I'm not sure how many men say yes or how many men might have said no, but that's what they're doing. Now, ladies, are y'all listening out there? I don't know if y'all ever did it, but if you had, you see that number going across the screen. If you ever proposed to a man, if you ever asked a man to marry you, call us and tell us about it. And who's to say if you did and y'all still married? Shoot, I definitely want to hear about it because, you know, they were saying that most of the time they end up in a divorce. So if there's any ladies out there listening, if you have asked a man to marry you and y'all still married today, or even you ain't, you know, give us a call. We would love to hear your story. So just to let y'all know. Me and Mr. Britton said we don't care. You know, we don't even care about the ring. We just want to know, the thing we want to know is, can you cook? Yeah, that's what we want to know. If you can cook, you got us already. So we like, hey, come on, bring it. We don't care. So I think Keith D's going around, lost Mr. Britton. So I'm gonna keep on talking. So there he is.
Listen, hey Dwight, I know you probably hollered at me. But what was that last comment you made? We don't care.
Like I was telling the ladies out there that we don't care about the ring or this and that. We just want to know if you can cook.
Hey, my man. My man. Boy, oh boy, you can speak for me. Hey, you right about that. I just want to know if you can. I'm so tired of cooking.
That's right.
Be back in 2 and 2.
Yeah. That's right.
Are you okay with the woman getting down on her knee to propose to the man?
I have no problem with it.
If it works for you,
but
for me,
what you want him to ask you. Don't
yes, because I like to be pursued. I like to be the one on that end, just because my personal experience. Whenever I have
chased a guy, it just never worked out because he's chasing somebody else.
Correct. And you married a man who likes to lead.
There you go.
Yes, who likes to pursue you.
And I like that.
It works.
But I do like the fact, because when we have a ring on, everybody can see that we're taken.
Yes.
So if the man has the ring on,
it's a nice token and symbol.
They can see that he's taken as well.
Yeah.
But there's something about seeing your husband put on that ring when you do get married. Right? It's such a beautiful moment, because we've been wearing ours for maybe a couple of months, a year, 2 years,
They
or
might
whatever.
think it's special.
Yeah. That's just not my style, honestly.
Why?
I mean, because when it comes to my relationships, I don't want to have to be the aggressor. I don't want to have to be the one pushing the momentum. I want to be, that's just where I'm at. I do that so much in my work life and in my business life. Like, I want to come home and take off my cape and fold it up.
It's funny how we say we want equality, but
some traditions, we want to stay the same.
Exactly.
But I think equality exists in certain spaces. I think equality exists in certain spaces. I want equality in the workplace, and I want to be able to have the right in my relationship to pursue. I want to have the equal right in my relationship to pursue my passion, to pursue my money. You know, that's what I mean by equality.
But I believe that, but I also think that it's funny, like what you're saying, Jeannie, is that there are traditional things that are just, if we really are honest about it, it really is ingrained in us as little girls to be the ones to wait. And sometimes you don't have to, and we have to stop thinking that we have to wait.
Yeah. We are back, and ladies and gentlemen, please join Mr. Britton and Spicy on the Unspoken Heart discussion hour, because they will be talking about the poetry contest. This is where I believe they will be showing maybe different videos, and I think we will be announced. I do believe we will be announcing the winner. So please be watching that show, because it's going to be lit. So please don't miss that.
Yes, we won't be announcing the winner on the 19th. What we're going to be doing on the 19th, we're going to be showing all the contestants that enter into the poetry contest. We will be showing all of their videos so that everybody can give their own opinion, be able to see, you know, the work of the poets. And then on the 27th is where we will be announcing live on the show the winners and who is the powerful poet of the year.
Can't wait for that, boy. That's going to be really lit. I can't wait for that. So y'all be sure to join us on 19, and on that day, Spicy just mentioned to see who the winner is going to be. Well, that video we just saw there, you know, like I said, see, everybody have their different opinions when it comes to being married, who they ask who. And I agree with a lot of ladies, ladies like to be the one that be chasing for the man to ask. But like I said, we live in a time now that you have women getting on their knees asking men to marry them. Now, since Spicy listening, I just want to ask Spicy.
Oh Lord, I had a feeling.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you. Hey. I'm gonna ask you now, Spicy. If you now, Mr. Britton, don't take this is just a question now. Because I know one day you're gonna ask Mr. Britton. But would you, if it came to it, Spicy, would you ask a man to marry you?
Would you ask Mr. B to marry you?
I can't do that. I'm stuck with the old tradition. I'm stuck with the old tradition because me personally, in my mental sense, you can say that I was programmed or whatever you want to put it. Right. But in my heart, I just feel like that, it is the masculine position to do that. Because like in the Bible says, when he finds a wife, he finds a good thing. Yeah. It doesn't say when she finds a husband, she found a good thing.
Yeah. I have to agree with you on that. Yeah. Well, there you have it. I mean, some women believe, just like men, they believe that the man should get on the knees and ask. But we live in a time now that like I said, but even before we got to many moons, I had a young lady or two ask me to to marry them. So, you know, Mr. Britton, like you said, you wouldn't have a problem with that, right? Because you still said you wouldn't have a
Well,
problem
see,
with
me and Mr. Britton, we both in a position. We probably have to sit on an ottoman because
right.
both of our knees are bad.
What?
Yeah. We had to sit on something. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So I know I'm gonna have to sit on something, but is this are you hearing me, Dwight?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, because my phone's breaking up on this end. However, I wanted to say this, in contrast to Spicy, I wouldn't have a problem with it, primarily because that woman who proposed to me, we probably already entertained the possibility of us spending a lifetime together or the rest of what we got. You know what I'm saying? We talked about certain things. We pretty much know that we're going in the same direction. And it's a matter of who get down first. And I find it to be one of the most romantic gestures. It is so sexy to have a woman sit you down and you know, take you to dinner somewhere and you know, give you a decent steak and sit back and pour that ring out of something, or have it in the glass of water or champagne or whatever. And like, would you marry Lou? That would just blow my mind. That would blow my mind. So to me, it's a mark of strength. Not to take nothing away from the woman and the tradition of it, because everything else I got. But if a woman, Spicy, if a woman came up to me, and my woman, and she did that to me, I would just be so.
It just blow your mind. It'll blow your. I'm not gonna lie, Mr. Britton. I'm not gonna lie. Even though a lot of men say that, but be honest with you, I think it'll blow any man's mind if a woman did that. And well, especially the way you put it, and she just can't, because it make you feel like, wow, you know, she want me to be her king. Because of course, the men, that's what we do. You know, we get on our knees and we ask the woman to be our wives. But I might have to flip flop it on her. I said, well, hey, look, I said yes only if you let me get on my knees and propose to you. Even though you's gonna do it to me, that's fine, but let me do it to you, and then that way we both get what we want. You know, you getting me, I'm getting you. But I like the way you picked that, Mr. Britt. You know, but you know, because like I said, this is the time that you see. Well, they say 5% of women are doing it and everything. So you starting to see that number might grow and everything. But you do have quite a few women that do get on their knees and ask men to marry them, and some men have said yes. I'm not gonna say every last one of them got divorced, and now I'm pretty sure some of them are still married and everything. But this is the time that a lot of people are doing it now. You know, a lot of women are doing that because. But like I said, ladies, you know, men out here, like I said before, it showed that men do want to get married. Now, I think some men are just, because some men just, I guess they're just trying to find that right woman because they outnumber us so much. So some men date for a while just to, you know, which is nothing wrong, right, Mr. Britton? So that the guys date a couple of women just to see who they connect with more, right?
Well, I tell you what. Before I even comment on that, let me just drop this little note. I didn't see it going across the screen, but if you want to, but if somebody out there want to try that, they can reach Mr. B at 513-466-4185. That's 513-466-4185.
Hey, y'all heard that? Sure, ain't nothing wrong with that, Mr. Britton.
You know, and I'll tell you how it worked out.
Hey, shoot. Hey, I would love to come to the wedding. Like I said, I like wedding cake. I like to dance at weddings and everything. I ain't got a problem with. But look, Mr. Britton, like I said, me personally, I don't have a problem with marriage because, like I said, well, 2 of the marriages wasn't legit, but the third one was. So that tells you right there, you know, a lot of men, they do prefer to be married because, like you said, we like to come home to a wife, having, you know, a nice meal, talk about our day, you know, rub my big old toes, I rub your little toes, You scratch my back, I scratch your back. Look, it ain't nothing like if you get sick. Because you get sick, you got your companion there to help you, to help you when you're sick and everything. You might need somebody to wipe your butt. I'm just saying,
but,
you don't know
somebody
what's
give
going
you
to
a
happen.
glass of water.
Yeah.
My great grandmama used to say, "Boy, you never know who it's gonna be to bring you your the last glass of water."
You right about that.
I want somebody there to be with me, not to, That's why I like to have somebody while I'm relatively in good shape.
Right.
For an old guy, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm in the winter of my youth, you know what I'm saying?
You are,
And and this is a time where, like you stated about the companionship and loneliness and stuff like that. That's what keeps older folks alive. You know what I'm saying? It keeps them young, it keeps them doing things, but the key is to have somebody with you that, y'all not just getting married or being together out of fear of being alone, but out of the joy of being able to see the possibilities that lie ahead. Not not negative. So if it's all about expedition and seeing the possibilities of the future, cool. But if it ain't about that, then pass on it. You know what I'm saying? Find something find something you're passionate about. You know what I'm saying? That's what you have to find in the relationship is passion. So.
Yes, and I agree with you 100%, Mr. B. And it's the truth because you do live longer. People they say people get pets because they help them live longer, but you get a married husband. You get a husband and wife that help you live longer too because you have that person there with you. Because who to say you can stop breathing in the middle of the night? Your husband, the wife can wake you up, save your life. So it's good. A lot of people don't think about that, but it's good to have somebody there, in your corner and everything. I agree with King D. Now King D said, he been with his high school sweetheart for a long time, and they happy being together. They have children. I don't believe they're going nowhere. They've been seeing each other since high school, and so they're comfortable how they live. And that's I don't judge. That's them. But those that are looking at jumping broom, find you somebody to jump the broom with, and that person can have your back because when the kids and everything is all gone, it's just you. And you can date guys and everything, but like some guys, they're like, hey, I want to go date somebody else, or me and you did that and done that. I'll see you later. Then you stuck by yourself. So I think marriage is a beautiful thing. I think it's even cute when a woman does ask. Now, if a lady does ask me, I'll just reverse it.
Yeah, but see, I'm gonna say this. You at the same time, you gotta be careful with some women, that propose to you because then you want to do a medical background check. Because the next thing you know, you got you wearing drawers with her face all over them, or
what? Spicy.
Oh no.
So I like I said, I ain't doing it.
Where that come from, Spice?
Oh.
Wow.
Oh my God. Hey, Mr. B, that's a true story though. That's a true story.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a true. Hey, but hey, look, I kind of felt honored to have her face right there sometimes. It just bam, just boom. That kind of blew Mr. B, that blew my mind. I ain't never got nobody that did that. So it kind of blew my mind. Oh yeah, it blew my mind.
Oh no, man. No.
Let me ask Mr. B, hold on. Let me ask you, Mr. B, what would you do if a woman gave you some pictures, a face of her on some underwear for you to wear? Would you be happy about that?
She got the underwear and her face is all over your drawers. So every time you go to the bathroom, you pull down your pants and her face right there.
Yeah, Mr. B, you wouldn't like that?
Hell no.
Hell yeah.
Don't listen, hell
yeah. Hell yeah, he'll like that. He'll be getting down on his knee. He'll really get down on his knees.
He's like, baby, I'm on my way home.
Hey, y'all got me twisted.
Look, Spicy, he'll be really ready to get down on his knees then.
Right.
He gonna fly down there.
Hey, King D, you got me twisted.
got a pillowcase with her face. So every time you lay down, you got to make sure you lay
Well,
right on her
now,
face.
hold up now. You know about Spicy? It was
Mhm.
another lady that did that too. Now she's to be a big fan of my poetry, and that woman had not on a pillow. She had a bed sheet in the walls. That woman was crazy. She
See,
had
that's
my
some
face.
psychotic stuff. But my thing is, that's what I said. Sometimes it's not good to have the
Boy.
woman, propose to the man, because I mean, like, I'm not saying that, things shouldn't change up or whatever.
Right.
But my mind structure is not going to change. I just feel like, I want to have that history to where I can say the way, that moment, how he decided that I was the right one for him and he was ready to seal the deal. But you, like I said, really mentally, they got those mentally challenged people out there that, all of a sudden you wearing drugs with all her face all over them, from the
my
butt,
God.
from the water hose to the cupcakes, and
Snap.
it just, you got to be careful. The next thing you know, you got a tracker on your car, and so that's
Spicy bringing back some crazy memories, boy. I ain't gonna even.
So that's something to think about, because if you want to change the times, hey, you got to change your habits too, and say, look, I need a background check.
And you right, Spice. I agree. Mr. B, I'm pretty sure you and Dominique agree too. Ain't nothing wrong with a background check. Because sometimes
I'm not gonna fake the funk. I've been through some stuff. Here in the lately.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, I might need a background check on everything moving. Mm-hmm. If it break your ass, I got to have the check, because I still would like to be flattered. That's one thing. But when you talk about being secure, all joking aside, I'm down. I'm not just getting anybody and they be, they take off that mask and it's trauma. You know what I'm saying? Because we come looking the part. We come speaking the part. The representative is cold. He show up, for he or she. And sometimes for both of them at the same time. So they don't know who they talking to.
Oh, Mr. B. You know what, Mr. B? This give me an idea for a movie that you can make Dominique the head star. And you can have Dominique be a young guy that a young lady come to the ask to marry him, and he tells her no, and then the girl just go off. The girl make his life a living hell, and she just start killing people, his family members and everything. And you be the detective that try to find who she gonna get next. I'm just blowing that. I'm just putting that in your ear.
I already got that jumping off now. Fatal betrayal.
Oh, snap!
Damn.
Oh,
I already covered that.
Now, King D, I see you in the darkness in there, but Mr. Beast that's already got that going.
But I got something going.
Yeah. So that might be your role right there, where you in love with this woman and then she asks you to marry her and she tells you no, and then boy, she about to mess up your world. Oh, it's about to go down. So yeah, that's something.
But you know something? That's real. That's real. That's real. That's real.
Well, it is real.
People have attachment issues. People have fragile emotional state.
Yeah.
And they're liable to do anything when you call yourself quitting them. You can.
You know what, Mr. B? I had a girl hide behind my bushes. The girl was in my bushes, hide behind my bushes, and I was living in San Antonio, and this girl hid behind the bushes. And this is one of the women that I so-called got married to, and we ended it, and she couldn't let it go. And the girl was hiding in my bushes. And I told her, what is wrong with you? She said, if I can't have you, nobody can have you. I looked at her and told her, what you gonna do? You gonna kill me? Because I didn't know she had a gun or anything. She could have had a gun in her hand in those bushes. And she said, well, no. And then I said, get your butt out those bushes if I had my sister come down here and throw, but she was just also, I agree with Spicy when she said background check, because sometimes you sometimes you just don't know.
Yeah, because see, I had a guy and he called himself buying me some car cover seats.
Oh,
Yeah, I felt some type of way when I got to get in my car and I got to see your face pinned to my seat. Every seat that's in my car, like, dude, nah, we ain't doing that here.
Wait a minute, Spicy. He had what?
Wait a minute, hold on. He did what?
He had some car seat covers made for my vehicle with his face on them.
Lord have mercy.
And I'm like, no, like, why your face on every seat in his car? I mean,
I
even
can tell you why, Spicy. I can tell you why.
he wanted to make sure no other dude was in my car.
Yeah,
Like,
but besides that, when you sit in that seat, it's like you sitting on him. He like, yeah, baby, that's right.
but I'm gonna tell you, he was mental. Oh my God, he was so mental. He drove me crazy. I mean, I couldn't even go to my mother's house. As soon as I step out, he's parked across the street. Like, what are you doing? Well, how I know your mama ain't got somebody up in there set up? Like, no, we can't do this. We can't.
Mr. Britton,
he did propose to me now. He did propose to me, and I'm like, I can't do this.
See, Mr. Britton, you got to put up with spicy exes now. You hear that, right?
No, I don't need it. No,
I
don't need it.
I don't have no problem with that. No
Hey,
more.
they got somebody to put up with them. And she ain't got to put up with them neither.
Oh, I sure know I got put up. I got people that they handle them, so I ain't worried about that.
We can handle them today.
My sound keeps doing that. I'm mad.
King D?
Yeah.
He got that roll ready for you, so get ready.
Get the what?
He got that. Mr. B got that. He getting that roll together for you.
Mr. B ain't ready for me to hit on the screen.
Hey, Young G, I don't know. I done seen something different out of you here tonight at the night show. You know what I'm saying?
You seen something different.
Yeah, I seen another King D. A flash of another King D. This topic, man, I don't know. Is this the topic or what?
Oh my God.
Oh well. With that being said, y'all, as Mr. Britton said, we'll be back in 2 and 2.
Steve, since we're talking about gender issues, I've noticed a recent trend where instead of the man proposing to the woman, girlfriends are now proposing to their boyfriends. A couple years ago, the singer Pink proposed to her now husband. I do plan on getting married, but I do not plan on doing that. But I'm curious to know, has a woman ever asked you to marry her?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, I'm just kidding. Yeah, a girl did ask me to marry one time.
Really? But what was your whole response to it?
Oh, I act like I ain't here.
But did you think anything of it? Like,
tried not to.
Oh, okay.
No, I just tried to play it off like I ain't here. She said, will you marry me? I just act like I ain't even here. No.
Okay.
I'm looking on. Then she tapped me. I act like I wasn't on the couch. She tapped me on the shoulder. Matter of fact, then after about 10 minutes of her just staring at the side of my head, I could feel her burning in the side. I felt her staring at me. I just got on up and went home. I never saw her again. Yeah. She sent me a letter. I want closure. I didn't even know what that meant. Now, let me ask you something. Do you think this is the one?
Yes, he is the one.
Has he told you you're the one?
Yes.
Yeah, and he behaves like it.
Yes.
He's accountable.
Yes.
He's respectful.
Perfectly respectful. Yes.
Okay, how long you been dating?
1 year.
Okay, you have time.
Yes.
Have you all discussed marriage?
Yes.
Have you told him that marriage is a requirement of yours?
Yes.
Okay. And so he says, what?
That he does see that in the future.
He does see that in the future. Now, what I want you to start doing, let's get an idea of what he means by somewhere in the future.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Get that.
I will get that.
And then if it's further off than you think, then you set the date when you expect it and require it to happen.
Right.
If he loves you, guess what he will do?
Yeah,
he will give you the day of your dreams. If we love you, we're going to give you whatever you want. You want a wedding ring, we give you a wedding ring. You want a day, we give you a day. We just don't want nobody else to have you, so that's how we block. We post up. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
Yeah. Hey, don't y'all forget now. We're going Mr. B and the Beautiful Spicy tomorrow because they will be going over some of the poetry videos, and this is something y'all do not want to miss. It's going to be lit. Now, I believe Steve, he probably had a couple of women ask him to marry him, and he didn't. But like I said, I know that feeling because, like I said, I had a few women that asked me, and I have to. I just told I didn't say nothing sometimes, and I kind of did what Steve, walk away, then say no, just have to say no. Even the time that girl came to my house with the car and everything. So yeah, we all in agreement. Some guys would just say no because they rather be the one that ask the ladies, But like I said, we are living in a time now that you do have a lot of women asking men to marry them, but I'm like you, Mr. B. I'll be like, I would feel like, wow, she chose me.
That's right.
She chose me. She wants me. But
you know the rules of the game, Mr. Pretty Tony. You know the rules of the game, Mr.
Dominique said, forget that, Jack. Dominique said, forget that. Ain't playing that game. Me. Yeah. You gotta tell them no. No, Dom, let me ask you, have any of your friends been guy friends? Have they ever have a woman ask them to marry them? No? Okay. Mr. B, had any of your male friends had women to ask them to marry them?
They tell me they did, but I think that all of us was lying. We was trying to see who could tell the biggest lie. I couldn't wait to run into, especially when I was, a little bit younger and I'm still in the gym. I bust up in there, see my cat, and I be like, "Dig, Jack, you won't believe what Blase did last night. What she do, man? What she do? Jack, I told you my game is tight. Baby got on one of the bad knees and asked me to marry her. No, man. And then your partner come with a bigger story. No, but you should have, boy, I'm telling you, look, I had not one but two of them propose to me in the same week. So yeah, we do it, but we be lying.
Hey, it happens.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it happens, and especially now. Now, but yeah, back in our days when we was younger, Mr. Brittany, it didn't too much happen. But now, especially in Dominique's generation and next generation, it happens a lot now. You have quite a few women. How you feel if your daughter? This one I'm gonna ask King D first. How you feel if your daughter did something like that? What would you tell her?
I'll snatch her up. I will literally snatch her up if she had a wig on, it's coming off. I'm snatching her up. You as the girl, you're not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, you're not gonna play that, huh?
No.
Now, Mr. Brennan, same with you. What if your daughter did something like that? Will you have a problem with your daughter asking some man to marry her?
Oh, it done flip now.
It don't flip.
Hold on, I'm gonna be honest with you. It took a long time. Look, I'm gonna tell you, I'm that one. You remember Will Smith? I mean, what movie was that where my man had him and they went to the garage and all his cats was in the garage, swole up?
Oh, wait a minute. What movie was that he was in? It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of the name, but I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Listen, man, that was me. That was me.
That was you.
You know what I'm saying? That's me. You know what I mean? I wasn't playing. I shoot. You know, so I mean, because I had a whole bunch of little women, a whole bunch of little girls, man. And I was cursed. So so I got all these little women running around the house and things happening to them and they changing. And I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Here come these shorties over there hollering at mine. And I'm like, and here it is. Mr. B was something else. So I had a different lifestyle. So, I had to hold that image down, right?
Yeah.
So you wasn't getting it in on mine like that. Let me catch you. I'll run you off. I will whoop it out of you. But at the end of the day, my little queens be checking me. Like, man, you need to go to sit down somewhere. We got this. You did the same thing.
Yeah, I'm with you. I was looking at mine too. You better sit down. We ask no man. But I don't think I worry about that with her or anything like that. But I wouldn't like that either. I was like, no, you let him ask you. Don't you do it? You let him ask you. So, but this right here been a very, very good topic. I was hoping that some ladies that might have been listening to the show that might have had that experience asking the man or whatever would have called in to give us a little
don't talk nobody up. That one infamous caller might call. Be cool.
No, I don't know about that, Mr. B, but it'll be nice. Ladies, y'all, I'm gonna just tell y'all this. Don't be afraid to call the men's show. Just as long as you're respectful, you can ask King D a question, ask myself a question, ask Mr. Britton a question, and even ask Mac Jones a question. Y'all are welcome to call this number and ask us questions about the show, ourselves, don't get too deep in our personal life, but y'all are always welcome to call this show. We like family here. We like to talk about things, good, bad, and ugly. We don't care. That's just us. But like Mr. B said, we keep it real. Keep it real on this show.
Keep it 100.
That's right. We keep it 100. Always keep it 100. This is something that we like to do. The weekend started, and you have the Marlo King D there, and you got the snazzy dresser, Mr. B, and the goofy of me, and the music of Mr. Mac. So, we this is what we do, men stuff. We talk about stuff, the good, the bad, and the ugly, no matter what it is, And that's another thing, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all have any ideas for the show that y'all want us to talk about, be free to get in contact with Spicy and myself, and we'll talk about it. And even if you want to be a guest on the show to talk about one of the topics, we'll love to have you. So that's just putting that out there. But
that's right.
And I'm giving my boys give them a chance to say something before we go off the air. Dominique, you have anything you want to say tonight before we get off the air?
I'm froze.
I mean, not for food for thought, but you just want to say something.
No, I was trying to feel like I was froze. But stay up and be blessed. This was a great show. I really appreciate the whole thing. Mr. B, what you talking about? This show makes you, Mr. B, you he get on my nerves, dog. You just makes me sick.
Well, Mr. B, what you have to say?
He just makes me sick.
I'm froze.
You froze. That's all right. We all believe Mr. B.
Hey, I love you, King D, man. You my man. I love you.
Yes, sir.
You cracks me up, man.
Yeah, y'all be cracking me up for real.
But I do have something to say at party.
Yeah.
This was a heck of a show. It was big fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for hosting it. Thanks, King D, for being here, Spicy, and all you at home. But just remember, what I'm saying, the best way to prove a theory is to call 513-466-4185.
You get on my nerves. That's what I'm talking about. He just makes me. He gets on my nerves.
And Mr. B, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, look, y'all. I agree with Mr. B now. Y'all see that number flashing, the number he be saying, y'all call. But you know what? This has been a great show. Yeah, say it again, Mr. B. They ain't heard.
513-466-4185. Come on in.
Y'all better write that number down. And look, and don't forget tomorrow. You know, y'all be looking out for Spicy and Mr. B. Don't miss that show tomorrow. And
that's next Friday, dear.
Damn. See,
tomorrow's show is canceled due to us trying to prepare for the upload and making of the poetry reveal.
Okay.
So just make sure everybody turn on and tune in and show up and hey, come show us some love and the poets some love so they can know that they are appreciated.
Yes, please.
And ladies, if when y'all call that 513 number, make sure that
you will not get spicy gray.
Make sure that your feet are done.
Yeah, make sure your feet are done. That's right. You don't want those feet. Right, Mr. B?
Yeah. Hey, King, that's why I love you, baby. You hit it up. Make sure them dogs is right. They ain't barking.
That's right. Make sure.
Because you can get the opportunity to live out your bucket list at 513-466-4185.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. And make sure the toes are painted too, because we like, men, we like those painted little toes. I don't know what color, but it doesn't matter. As long as they're cute.
Don't matter. I ain't gonna see it. I'm gonna close my eyes.
Don't have Mr. Britton face on their toes.
Oh my God. Oh my God. No, Spicy.
Well, y'all, with that being said, for us on the Men Show here, we love y'all. And we can't wait to see you next week. So be looking out for us. And I hope you have a beautiful, blessed weekend. Until next time.
I do.